Big story today, national news story today, carried in national local outlets all over the country about a white woman that gets into a kerfuffle with some of the fellas. No, I'm not talking about this story that happened in Miami. Do you remember that? The little white lady with a couple of dogs goes down and sees the fellas and their lovely ladies having a little bit too much fun, being too noisy. She asks them to keep it down. You see what happens. Kid went to court for that, where he was slapped on the wrist, where the victim got a chance to wag her finger at him, tell him he was a very bad boy for assaulting a grandmother, a senior citizen. But then at the end, she forgave him and pinched his cheek, I'm not kidding, and sent him on his way with her good wishes. We're not talking about that case. No, this case happened in South Carolina. This also got tons of national attention when it happened, but now it just came back to court today. Anybody remember this one?
There's 3 numbers I could dial. 911. Okay? Yeah, right. Get out. Little punks. Get that out.
Some chick at our local pool, started giving the fellas some grief. Turned into a thing. She was arrested, convicted of assault, fined $1,000. There was nobody lining up to pinch her cheek and to remind her she's a very good person and never not to do it again. No, she was pretty much just condemned as a totally bad person that doesn't deserve any redemption, any forgiveness, any second thoughts whatsoever. That's how you report stories these days, I guess. But what about this story? This story got a little bit of attention in Chicago. Not much around the rest of the country. A couple of the fellas walking through, they called this the Boys Town section, Wrigleyville section. There's a lot of gay people living here, a lot of single people, a lot of young families. But this is absolutely, the Boys Town section is absolutely a place where black people go to assault gay people. Anyway, a couple of the fellas cruising by. Watch what happens. One of them, you're going to see them talk to each other. You're going to see them kind of assemble over to the side. One of them gives the other a gun. Well, I don't know. I'll strike that. One of them has a gun. On this video, you can't tell what kind of gun it is. All you do is you see the guy walking with the gun through that gate. What they do is they go back to the backyard. There are 2 7-year-old kids playing there. They start firing this air gun at the kids. Wow. I mean, isn't that how all that bad business started in Cleveland with, I think, Tamir Rice? Cops hear that somebody has a gun at a playground. They roll up. They see a person with a gun. Exactly the same thing.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Well, except for one big difference. In one of these stories, the black kids got angry. Another story, they didn't.